shoes aren't my business, but I'm passionate that, you know, I'd love to help you. So I'll connect the dots for them. And you know, it's just, I love helping people. So it's just fun.
It is. That is awesome.
Yeah.
Talk to me about your shoes, dude. How many shoes have you got? Are you like the shoe Hefner?
No, I'm sure that there's people out there that have a lot more than me. I've always loved shoes and clothes. I've always been into fashion, and you know, being fit, it's nice. I've always taken care of myself. Since I was little, I've loved fashion. My best friend was my grandma, and you know, I lost her this year, but we always went to the Nordstrom sales and, you know, the sock sales, and when the new Jordans would come out, you know, she would get two pairs for me, one to save and one to wear. And we had that bond. She was, you know, up until literally the day that she passed, she always had the matching shoes with the matching purse and, you know, the
awesome.
clothes. And we just had that connection. So from when I was little, I've always been a clothes and shoes kind of, you know, whore.
Yeah, you're like your Instagram and stuff, dude. You like look sharp all the time on it. And then you do have that shoe tab that shows all the shoes and stuff like that.
That's fun.
I reached out to that. What is that company called that does those? Does your shoes?
GMRT. So Rainey. I was introduced to him a couple of years ago, and we've formed a really good connection. You know, I've helped him, you know, grow his business and open some doors, and he's done the work. He's put himself out there, and he continues to get better. He continues to work on his craft, and it's been fun for me to sit back and see what he's doing. Just, you know, one relationship leads to the other, and he's done shoes for Tim Tebow and Mayweather and you know, a number of other people that are big celebrities in the world. And you know, you peel the onion all the way back, and it's just from that little friendship that we have. And so, again, like we were talking, I love watching him win because I feel like I'm winning. You know? But no, at first it was just for fun. It was just for fun. He was taking like Air Force Ones that you buy for $80, $90, and he would paint Louis Vuitton on the swoosh part. And he would put like your logo on the side.
Yeah.
Right? It was like, oh, that's different. I'm speaking in crowds, and I'm already love shoes, and I love dressing nice and suits, and I said, why don't you make me like a pair of shoes, and we'll put my logo on them, and I'll wear them when I speak, and it'll just give me a little bit of like a pep in my step, and it's like basically a conversational piece.
Yeah.
And I think I paid like, I don't know, $200 for them total. And I wore them on stage, and I got tons of compliments. Like, oh, where did you get those? And it was just paint, like, honestly. And it's good paint. Like, it doesn't wear off or smear. And I was like, oh. So I went back to him, and I was like, I'm getting good feedback. Let's do another one, because I'm speaking again in a week. And at that time, you know, he was whipping them out pretty quick. Just, you know, he was fairly new, and then we got him a sewing machine, and it was a hefty one that, you know, I ordered, and we shipped it in, and it was so big, but he was doing everything by hand. Yeah. And so he's like, what I want to do is I want to take this synthetic leather, I want to take this real leather from these bags or these purses, and I want to, you know, customize the shoe of whatever people want. So it's like real. I was like, that's a great idea. But he was hand stitching, and I was like, how are you going to be able to even like make money if you're hand stitching these shoes one by one?
Through leather?
Through leather.
I'm like, dude, you'll have arthritis in a couple years.
Yeah, and it was just him, right? And I think he had one other employee at the time. And I said, well, let's get you this machine, right? I want to see you. I want to see you like grow. I want to see you spread your wings. And so I helped him with it, and it made me feel really good. And without anything in return, I didn't really care. I just said I just want to see you be able to flourish. Like, I just love the guy. He just works his butt off.
Yeah.
And he's just a good, authentic
He looks
person.
like a good dude.
He is. He's a true friend. He's like a brother. And lo and behold, he can't get a shoe done in a couple of days now because he's, got hundreds of them on order. But
custom boxes.
Oh, he's just, again, it's like every little time I see him, he's evolving and he's growing and he's pushing, and it's, he knows his parameters of not to grow too quick, too fast, too soon. But he's gained a lot of connections and access, and it's fun for me. So I have fun the way what I do is, I've got a lot of shoes that aren't custom, but if I go speak or, if have somebody on podcasts or, I do a deal or whatnot, I've been able to surprise. Like,
how'd you get those? Go back to that.
Yeah, so the ones there, those are actually, those were my son's.
Were they?
And he picked those out. Those were the Ben & Jerry.
The Ben & Jerry ones.
Jerry ice cream.
Yeah.
And he liked the Travis Scott backwards swoosh. And so he took a Jordan 1 and played with it and did that for him.
I was going to say, because like the Ben & Jerry, like everybody was trying to get those when they dropped.
Yeah. So those were for my son. And what's cool is my son is into the shoes, and now he's got a couple of pair, but all of his friends and, the kids at school are, hey, how do I get those? And so my son reached out to Rainey, and now they talk, and, he invites him to come work in the booth at, Shoot the Sneaker Con. And it just means a lot because, he's not doing that to impress me. He's doing that because my son's passionate about those shoes.
And he loves shoes too.
And he loves shoes, and it's just fun. So, we've had a lot of fun, but it's just a hobby, and it's just a conversational point. It's become part of my trademark and my brand.
I like it, dude. I like it. I was going to tell you, I think you're wearing fours right now.
Yes.
I was going to tell you to bring your red and black fours.
Oh, yeah.
I think I've seen those on your social media.
Yeah. The ones you're wearing.
Yep, the ones I'm wearing. Yeah. Yep. I was going to say, wear your red and black.
Yeah,
fours.
I would have worn them if you would have told me. I have a couple of the fours. They're some of my most comfortable ones.
I need to get more into shoes. I do enjoy it. You know what I mean? It's like the confidence or wearing stuff, like even looking good or feeling good.
Yeah.
But I always run like Pumas or something, like red Pumas or something like that. My nephew's like, dude, you need to buy some shoes.
Yeah.
My younger nephew, he's like, come on, Kate.
Yeah, it gets addicting. But luckily, I just, over the course of the last couple of years, I've gotten to be really good friends with buyers, that buy in bulk and get good deals. And so, supporting them and, hey, I've got, a friend looking for this, and I'll line them up. And I get hit up on social media like, hey, do you know where I can get this shoe? And like, shoes aren't my business, but I'm passionate that, I'd love to help you. So I'll connect the dots for them. And it's just, I love helping people. So it's just fun.
It is. That is
the
awesome.
shoe game.